We're here for Motorboats Monthly down in Plymouth, looking at the very first Princess 52 flybridge. Now this is one of Princess's resin infusion hulls like the 56 that we saw last year, and just like that boat, the big advantage with this is it's a very stiff structure, and therefore it requires less stiffening, and therefore they get an awful lot more interior volume in it. Now the really big change with this boat, as we saw in London, is the layout, and this is Princess's first boat with a galley aft layout. It works really well because what it means is you've got catering here both for the saloon area and for outside, all on this one level. It's a lot more sociable and it works really well. Now what you lose compared to the Princess 50 that this boat replaces is a separate dinette, but what Princess have done is they've created this fantastic big eating area just here, and then this table will actually fold, swivel, and then you can lower it electrically to make that into a little coffee table. What I particularly like about this area, however, is unlike the Princess 50 where you could sit here and all you had to look at was your furniture, what they've done on this boat is put another settee on the other side, which makes a fantastic social area, and with these huge windows here you've got masses of light, masses of space. It just feels like a much bigger boat. Now of course the other big difference with this boat compared to the 50 is by having the galley back there you've lost it from here, and that's opened this area up quite a bit. For a start, these stairs are a lot less steep than they used to be on the old boat, but the actual amount of extra space you've got down here is quite surprising. We'll start in the forward cabin. And this is all fairly conventional really. You've got big lockers up here, there's a large wardrobe on the other side, and they've put drawers under the bed, pretty much what you'd expect. But the third cabin, that is quite a departure from the 50. So the big difference in here is, whereas on the 50 it had bunk beds on this side, on this one you've got these two single side-by-side beds, and what's particularly clever about this is you can push this little button up here, and this one slides in place across to here and gives you a double berth. And finally you've got this mid cabin here, which is the owner's cabin of course. If we compare it with the 50 again, the big difference is you haven't got any intrusion in the headlining here, and the floor is completely flat rather than having steps at the edge, which is really nice. There's masses of storage, there's a big wardrobe over on that side, and there's a nice chest of drawers over there. And then over here you've got this little settee. So up here on the flybridge, again it's all changed. Where the 50 used to have a big sun pad at the back and then your seating and your helm further forward, they've obviously kept the helm at the front, but what they've done is they've made this huge seating area around the back with a big table. And then this seating area here next to the helm is really nice for passengers when you're going along, but it also means that you can put an infill into here and make that into your sunbathing area. As ever with Princess, the real standout feature of this boat is its cruising capability. We're sat here at about 23-24 knots, and the engines are so quiet, and the way the boat goes to the water gives it a real long-legged, effortless feel. But it's not just about cruising with this boat. We could open the taps. We've got the biggest engines on this, the 715 horsepower Caterpillars, and she'll top out just past 31 knots. And even at that speed, which is about where we are at the minute, we can throw into a full lock turn, and she corners absolutely superbly. Just digs in, cranks over and goes round. You can sit here and twirl her from lock to lock. She just doesn't miss a beat. She just does exactly what you ask of her. It's a very impressive showing. It's evening now, and we've had this boat all day long. We've been out to sea in it, we've tested it, we've photographed it, and we've looked into every nook and cranny. And I have to say, it's yet another boat from Princess where you end up feeling a bit sorry for the competition really.